home stretch. Whew, it has been a crazy year, but we made it to the final stretch. This is the last wedding of the year. Last wedding of the year. Last wedding of the year. Whoop. So we're super excited about that. Last wedding of the year. We're tired. I'm tired, but it's been all worth it to sow into people's lives and to see these wonderful masterpieces that these couples have dreamed about come to fruition. So, but we need a break. Just a little break. Just a little break. Because we kick it right back off in March, y'all. 2020 March. We're back at it grinding. So, last one of the year. Super, super excited. We're going to have a special friend of mine joining us today. Her name is Sangeeta. Known her for a very long time. She's going to be shadowing today. So we're going to try to give you a little cool footage of that. We're going to be at a really cool Catholic church here in Knoxville that's gorgeous inside. And then, of course, our reception is going to be downtown at the Emporium. So we're going to give you a little bit of that footage just to kind of show you what it looks like behind the scenes. So I'm going to be at the church, and then I'm going to have some of my team at the Emporium here in town getting things set up. I've even hired some of the neighbor guys to come help move some tables up and down a couple of flights of stairs. It's come one, come all hands in. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Anyway, so you're gonna meet Sangeeta a little bit later. She's actually going to be doing a wedding for her family, one of her family members in North Carolina next year. And so she reached out to me and said, Jackie, can I follow you, shadow you? Kind of nervous about how this all will play out. So I hope she's ready. We do a lot of walking, a lot of moving, a lot of hustling and bustling. She better get her walking shoes on. And so we'll chat with her afterwards so to see what she thinks about all the madness. But stay tuned. Holla back. I'm dropping this right now for you all, a little bit of knowledge for you all. It's deep, because I may not have time to drop this deep knowledge on you later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Holla.
Oops, however y'all say it. We normally don't do chips in my house. We don't do junk food. But Sam's Club got me. That big old tub was like $5. These are the saltiest things ever. And they're addictive. Junk food is addictive. That's a true story.
This is Sangeeta. Hi. She's shadowing us today. So she asked me if there's a certain number of weddings I do a year. And normally would just do like 8 a year, because I still work a full-time job and I didn't want to get overwhelmed. But a couple years ago, the Lord told me don't turn anybody away. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is, 11:30?
11:30, yeah.
We just wrapped on our wedding, and I feel like my daddy right now.
Last wedding of the year,
Wedding of the year. And I never thought I'd be that person who drinks coffee at 11:30 at night. But here I am. I've turned into Bobby. And I'm drinking coffee at 11:30 at night. So, Sangeeta had the absolute joy. Well, it was our joy to have her
joy
to shadow us today. So we're just going to chat about her experience, answer some questions for her. This was one of our easier weddings. This was a good wedding to end the year on. It was not a lot of chaos, not a lot of guests. It was formal, but yet informal.
Yeah.
Intimate. That's the good word for it. It was very intimate. And so it was a good one to end on the year for us.
I approached Jackie about shadowing her because I've been tasked with planning my cousin's wedding next October in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So I was like, I have to go to the experts.
Oh.
I consider Jackie an expert in her art. And so she was very like, yes, come on, girl, let's do it. So after coming here from Murfreesboro in the rain.
Yeah, she drove in the rain from Murfreesboro. That's called committed.
I was really, I didn't know what to expect. So, but she kind of walked me through how she does things from the beginning to the end. I wanted to see how things happen behind the scenes. So my thought for today was just that, like Jackie said, it was intimate. It was very easy. The bride was very laid back. She wasn't a bridezilla at all. She was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's
you know. So Jackie just kind of guided me. It's like, okay, this is what I do at this time. This is what I do at that time. Kind of giving me tips as we go through the day, which I thought was really good. And I have to write them down when I get home tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm sure once you get home and you kind of dissect this day, then you'll probably have some more questions, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
because it's a lot to kind of soak in all at once. So one tip I did forget to tell her that she kind of fussed at me later was,
right.
Make sure you take a little ibuprofen before you start the day because your feet hurt. You're on your feet the entire time. Your ankles, your knees, and your feet hurt. So normally I remind everybody to pop a couple ibuprofens before we got the day started, but it slipped my mind
Didn't get
today.
that one.
So you can pop them now. It'll help you at least in the morning when you wake up. You won't hit the floor immediately. Like your legs will crumble underneath you once you get out of bed. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. Like I wake up, I sit on the bed, I'm like, ooh, what happened?
Yeah.
That's a 12-hour day on concrete is what happened. So.
Right. But no, one thing that I would say is Jackie has a very smooth running machine. She's very systematic in things that she does. So I appreciated that because you have to be organized to do this. And Jackie is very organized. I could see that today just by having all the lists. I mean, the vendors would come in and they'd fall into place. And I thought that it was a good experience for me just to kind of look and see how things go.
Is there anything that you felt like could have went differently? Or was like the one thing that stood out in your mind that you're like, like, why do we do it that way? Or just like anything in particular?
I mean, this is my first time, so I thought everything was great just because it was a learning experience for me. I didn't come in with the thought of let me take everything in, and then this is, I didn't come in trying to critique anything because I came in with a clean slate because I really don't know anything.
Yeah.
I like to entertain at home and I like to plan things, but when you're planning a wedding, that's just like
it's a different scale.
Heck yeah. And that's why my cousin's like, oh, you'll do great. And I'm like, I don't know.
You'll do great. You'll do great. You got a whole year to get you ready. Yeah. You'll do just fine.
Yeah, so, but no, I don't have any. I mean, like I said, I didn't know what to expect. So
it's so funny because usually at the end of every wedding, we didn't do it tonight, but I'll get the team around and I'll say, what was the highs of the evening? What was the lows of the evening? What could we have done differently? Where did we miss the execution, or what could we have changed? So we normally have that conversation at the end of the night, but tonight we didn't have it.
Well, I guess one of the highs was that it was like intimate and not a lot of people.
Yeah.
The bride was easy.
Yeah. And makes a huge difference when you have a bride that's super. Sometimes I could be super too chill, and it freaks me out a little bit when they're too chill because I'm like, did I miss something? Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah.
But it makes a difference. Well, not only if they're just laid back and easygoing, but that you have a connection with them because it's all about a connection.
Right.
So if you have a bride that you can't connect with,
it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It seems harder. It seems like what you're doing is work versus what you're doing is because you actually
like it.
Yeah. So it just makes it a little difficult. But.
I would say one thing, and this was just me learning something about myself, that you cannot be a perfectionist. You have to kind of just think I spent 15 minutes on forks.
I'm actually 30. I wasn't counting. In my mind, I was like, I'm going to walk past her one more time and she's going to be on these forks. I'm going to walk past her 2 more times and she's on these forks. So it's so funny you bring that up because Stephanie is very much like you. Stephanie is a great attribute in our team. And so I learned working with Stephanie. Stephanie is very particular about symmetry. She's OCD. She gets OCD about things I wouldn't necessarily get OCD about. And it's so funny because it would frustrate me at first. And I'd be like, Stephanie, we don't have time. Mm-hmm. But in her level of being meticulous, it has paid off in some retrospects. It's really benefited us that she has been so meticulous and OCD about things. But I told her before, when we had our team meeting, before this wedding, I said, we do not have the time for you to get really OCD about stuff. I was like, we've got 2 hours to get things set up. We got to get tables up 2 flights of stairs. We got to get tables down 2 flights of stairs. Yeah. We don't have time for you to measure the vases and make sure they're actually 2 inches apart and the water is 1 inch from the lid. Like, we don't have time for that.
Yikes.
So we've just got to get her done. So she's like, okay. So then you came in, and I was like, oh, this is the new Stephanie. We spent 30 minutes on forks.
Forks, yeah. So I did learn that about myself. Like, I just have to, like...
You've got to learn to turn it off and turn it on when you need to. Like, let's be, it's good to be concerned about all the details, don't get me wrong.
But not forks.
But you can't get caught up on the small things because it becomes a time snatcher. And the next thing you know, you're like, well, where did we spend this time and why am I feeling fresh all of a sudden? Well, because you spent 30 minutes on forks.
Yeah. So I did learn that about me.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you learned that about yourself early so you know next time how to redirect yourself to say, okay, I'm giving this much time and then I've got to move on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would say it and then I'm like, no, I don't like it like that.
I was like, and she's still on forks. Okay. Just like you be, I was like...
She'll get it.
She'll get it. She'll figure it out. I'm not going to say anything.
Sorry. So, yeah, you can't be perfectionist on small things.
On the small things, just got to let it. Yeah. Just do what you can.
Yep.
And let it roll.
Yeah.
So you were the new Stephanie tonight. Cheers to you. You were the new Stephanie tonight. I was cracking up.
And you have to be physically fit.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of, physical labor, yeah.
A lot of moving, a lot of shaking.
I don't mind that. I mean, I go in my everyday life already, but
this is a different
kind of,
yeah. You're lifting, you're moving tables, you're moving chairs, you're bending, it's a lot of physical activity on the body. A lot. Hey, it's exercise, right? Mm-hmm. At least my legs.
I didn't bring my Fitbit.
Hey. What else do I got? Is that it?
I think so.
All right. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for chatting with us.
Yes, thanks for having me. I had a great time today.
We'll have her do it again.
Yes, I want to come next year. She told me she has already 15 weddings. I think that is amazing.
Yeah.
This is your gift, for real.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it is. So, I want to come back next year and help. It was fun. Yeah. I had a great time. This is what I like to do.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all. Is there anything else you want us to talk about?
Just quickly say, that's why I work out.
You're so sleepy.
I am very sleepy. Just mention that's why you work out and you'll see it.
You have to have a supportive, dedicated spouse on your team.
Yeah. Shout out to Princeton. He's the real MVP. It is 12:30 and he's filming this for us. Hey, Pete. No, but back to the physical because I know you're going to splice this all together, right? Mm-hmm.